What up, what up? This is Karoto, aka Okoko, and I had to do another one, my boys. I had to do another video. This is just my update on all Dragon Ball stuff that's been going on lately, which I missed in the last couple of days. Today is August the 1st. What a great way to start the month, and boy, am I excited. So, I'm going to touch on a few subjects that I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, there's a lot of information. I'm going to try to crunch it up in small intervals as much as possible. Anyways, first things first, before we get to the main article, I know you guys saw there's something about Gogeta, but let's get right into what I want to go first, and then we'll leave the piece of resistance to the end. So, Dragon Ball Z Adidas gives Goku and Frieza their own sneakers. Look at these fucking beauties. I mean, there's nothing else to say about this. I mean, the Frieza one looks like grandma shoes. I'm not digging it, but Goku's, oh, just imagine going out running, just going on a little stroll. I mean, that shit looks awesome. I wouldn't even fucking wear them. I would just buy them to collect them. So Dragon fans are saying, they're saying pretty much the article is from MovieWeb. Does not belong to me. All of these articles do not belong to me. They're just my comments, my speculations, and my analysis of the article. But I'm salivating also over these shoes, except for the Frieza ones. I don't know. The picture maybe doesn't do it justice, but Adidas aficionados will be too. It says, but we'll see when these come out. But it's just something to look forward to. They're going to be hitting retailers and Adidas online stores sometime this August. So keep an eye out for that. You know, just go to the Adidas website. Keep an eye out for that. And I mean, I'm old school. People from my age know about Dragon Ball. A lot of new generations, millennials, they might know about it. I don't think they might sell out. Japan has a bigger fan base. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they might sell out quickly, but they're pretty much modernizing the version of the Adidas CX500 RM, which is a running shoe like I mentioned before. So pretty much you can buy the Frieza version or the Goku version, which pretty much shows the signature robes from Goku and Frieza's, you know, his main colors and whatnot. So which is purple and white. So the villain shoe comes in the much trendier Adidas Young One style. It's leather suede and corduroy in an offsetting purple and white motif that will appeal to the younger crowd. So that's probably for like younger kids. The Goku one is the orange and blue that represents the bright poppy colors from Son Goku's signature robes. And as stated, the shoe itself, it's not new. It's a complete retrofit of the CX500. One of the most popular shoes from Adidas. So the packaging, I'm interested how that's going to work, how that's going to come. So keep an eye out in August. As for the price, they have not said much, but look at these beauties. Look at these. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm geeking out right now. The Frieza shoes, like I said, I don't know. I'm not digging that, my boy. But the Goku ones, I'm sorry. They just look fucking amazing. I don't know what else to say. The Frieza ones, yeah, get that shit out. You can keep those. But anyways, let's move on right to the next thing. So just keep an eye out as far as you know, Adidas website in August. Keep checking out their site. Might get something new on that. Let's go to the next thing that I saw, which came out yesterday. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I have not played it in a minute, but they are introducing Super Baby Vegeta to its character roster. This is from Hyper Beast. Credit to Nikolaus Lee. But pretty much they're saying, despite having a trailer containing over 86 characters, Jesus Christ, it's so much to put into this. And I did figure that at one point they would introduce the Dragon Ball GT characters into this. So I'm kind of glad they did that, which is kind of tied into the last article that I'm going to touch on, which has to do with Gogeta, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So just to fast forward, Baby Vegeta, or Super Baby Vegeta, he was one of my favorite characters also in GT. I don't know about everybody, but he was an asshole. Oh my god, such a great villain. So they announced it via an action-packed trailer, which we just saw up there. And it's the result of the forced union between the Saiyan Prince and Dr. Mew's experimental baby. So we are going to be seeing this in a future on a third extra DLC pack that set will also see the addition of Kefla along with 5 quests. 8 skills, 4 costumes, and 2 super souls. So keep an eye out for that, which should be coming up sometime this August. Unless it's already out, then don't mind what I just said and just go ahead check out the PSN store. It might be out already. Let's move on right to the next article before we get into that Gogeta news. Um, Dragon Ball Super reveals a major drawback to Kale's Berserk form. We're not gonna touch on that. I read the article. You guys might not be interested in it. It's just pretty much touching on similarities between, Kale's Berserk form and what's been going on with Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and the new Broly movie. So we're not gonna get into that. We'll skip that bullshit. Now this is kind of second to last, a beauty that I wanted to touch on also. Um, it says the latest bonus chapter of Dragon Ball Super makes a small mention that they may have a huge implications of something fans have long wanted to see happen in the franchise, the return of Dragon Ball Z villain Cell. As you all know, Cell, I mean, they brought Frieza back. We don't know where Cell is at this point. In some of the Dragon Ball Z films, we have seen Frieza and Cell trapped in hell. They've been brought back from hell. We don't know. They're pretty much saying the latest Jump Carnival Dragon Ball Super bonus chapter fills us in on what transpired on Android 17's island home while the Tournament of Power was going on, and number 17 left Goten, Trunks, and Marin to watch over things. In addition to stopping some poachers, Goten, Trunks, and Marin also made a dark discovery that number 17 forgot to warn them about: the presence of some surviving Cell Juniors on the island. This is big news to me and for the fanboys out there because, I mean, think about it. If there is some Cell Juniors left, this could be a nice reintroduction into Cell and what he can do. I mean, pretty much think about it. He has all the cells from everybody who the Red Ribbon Army analyzed. So now, if he finds out that Goku was able to reach Ultra Instinct, you imagine an Ultra Instinct Cell or a powered up. I mean, anything can happen at this point. Akira Toriyama can make Cell reach new heights. So, Jump Carnival has this DB Super bonus chapter 17, and I mean, it's something nice. Just go ahead and Google the stuff. I might not be able to play it here because of copyright issues and whatnot. So they probably regenerated from the original Cell Junior's Gohan beat. So maybe they might reintroduce Cell into this, and who knows. It has been argued ever since that arc of Dragon Ball Z ended so very long ago, but for every fan who thinks it's a crime that Cell is one of the only villains not to get a second act in the Dragon Ball Super era, there seems to be another who shares the villain, that the villain was lame or a Frieza knockoff who doesn't need a comeback arc. I mean, in my opinion, I think he does, because I don't think it's like a reboot necessarily, but they could definitely add him. Like, I don't know, they're saying the next Resurrection C could happen. So I guess at this point it's just asking the fanboys, do they want it? Akira Toriyama has been listening to everybody. The man is not that old. He's old, but he's hip. He's into what people want. He will listen. We as fanboys have to just unite and pretty much point out like, hey, listen, this is what we fucking want. Anyways, we'll leave it at that because at this point it's just speculation. Now let's get back into the piece of resistance. Now, the article is saying, is Dragon Ball really teasing the return of Gogeta? I'm sorry, I'm a hype about this because I'm going to show you guys really quick. Dragon Ball just keeps on giving. We have no reason to complain. We're getting the films coming up in the fall. We're getting the super movie with Broly. We're getting the continuation of the arc. We're getting Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I mean, we can't complain at this point. But there's a lot of speculation about whether Gogeta is going to make a comeback. As you all know, Gogeta is considered non-canon because he appeared on the Dragon Ball Z films. And pretty much, you know, we got Vegeta, who is the product of the Potara rings. Now, Gogeta is a product of the fusion dance. So we have, you know, we could speculate that, you know, in the Dragon Ball Z series, during the Cell Saga, who else did the fusion dance? That's canon. We have Trunks and Goten who fused and ended up doing that. So What makes you not think that Gogeta cannot be introduced into this? So, anyways, as you know, Dragon Ball likes to promote through various items. It could be drinks, clothing lines, as you guys saw with the shoes, snacks, especially Japan is big for snacks. America might not have the same snacks, but there is a Japanese store downtown Manhattan that I may be able to go visit sometime this week. And if they have this item, I will try to get my hands on one so I can show you guys what this item looks like up front. But anyways, without further ado, it's a fucking donut. A fucking, now don't pay mind to the donut. It's the wrapper from the donut itself. Now, Vegeta and Goku don't seem to be wearing the outfit that has Whis signature on it, but what's slapped on the top left corner of the item right here, we see the Dragon Ball Super logo on there. Now, Dragon Ball is very infamous for having their hit or miss as far as promotional items. Like, you know, it might be real, might not be real. For all we know, this picture might be fake, but maybe it's a reintroduction of Gogeta. They did it with Broly. At this point, the movie probably is already developed, it's already done. There's no point of reintroducing him in the movie, but maybe for a future project in Super's, you know, the series, the arc, they might feature Gogeta, maybe a new enemy. They might even tie the whole Cell thing, the resurrection of Cell. You know, I'm calling it now. You never know. Akira Toriyama is hearing out the fans. We don't know what's gonna happen with that, but for all we know, they might tie up that, and even if they do include Broly like in the series or the arc, they're gonna expand that a little bit more and explain it. And maybe after Broly, they'll reintroduce Gogeta, saying, you know what, Vegeta was strong, but for some reason, you know, the Potara rings cannot be used, and now we're gonna have to rely on the fusion dance. And who knows? Goku was the one that ended up teaching, I believe, who was it? Trunks and Goten at one point when they were at Kami's place. So I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So it might be real, might not be real, but at this point, they're saying the art director Naohiro Shintani has created this stuff for the feature, and it does not match the style from the art director from the previous you know, drawings and whatnot. So it's saying the person responsible for this is Tadayoshi Yamamuro. So it's a little teaser. Yes, we get it. Different art directors have a different style and whatnot. But nevertheless, it's a promotional item for Dragon Ball Super. So we just got to keep an eye out. My question for you guys is, after showing you guys all this, you don't have to pay mind for the information I gave you guys earlier, but do you think it's a long shot at maybe having Gogeta reintroduced? Is Akira Toriyama going to be open to the idea of reintroducing Gogeta? And would you like to see that as a canon character some you know, somewhere down the line? You know, just let me know. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll try to keep you guys updated with more info on Dragon Ball Super, the series, the arc, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the movies. As long as I see something that catches my eye, I'll try to keep you guys updated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it does, you know, help the channel. Anyways, yeah, this is Kakaroto, aka Coco, signing off. I'll see you guys on the next Dragon Ball news sometime this week. We'll get definitely more news on this. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.